Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. Today we're going to play as someone a bit more powerful. Italy, as Benito the good guy. You see, he met with Adolf, and while his paintings were alright, his ideas about exterminating people were not. So Benito had a change of heart, and he's gonna be a good guy now. Our goal is to stop Adolf. And that seems like a very, very simple goal. But there's an added provision: no Order 66 this time. At least not against Germany. Let's go. Regular difficulty, Ironman mode, historical, focuses. Oh, almost started as Germany. Italy, yes. Ironman Italy, 1. Our first move will be to quickly conquer Ethiopia. Let's get all our troops to Ethiopia. Activate orders in an aggressive fashion. Assign a field marshal and generals. This guy is going to be field marshal soon, but for now, I'll let him gain some experience as a general. No focus yet, because we need to justify some war goals quickly. As for military factories, we don't need tanks or motorized or planes. We will need some artillery, some support, and some infantry weapons. Construction. Let's go full-on military factories this time. Just military factories everywhere. Research. Research boosts, production, and doctrine. Of course, superior firepower. I like it the most. Okay, that's about it. Speed things up and unpause. We do not need to micromanage the war in Ethiopia. It will go quite quickly. Now we have to wait until we have like 140 political power. Ethiopia being taken care of. Let's promote Giovanni Messe, who is going to be our main field marshal. Starting soon. Charismatic, organizer, offensive. Oh, and I missed the moment when we had enough political power. No matter, we're not in such a rush. Let's justify a war goal on Austria, on 3 provinces, or states, and 1 on Czechoslovakia. Why like that? Well, because we want to attack them simultaneously, and if we only attack those and justify quickly, nobody should intervene, and we'll be able to take them out quickly, thus depriving Germany of extra production. We want to do Ethiopian war logistics, but it would be nicer if we could just bypass that. If we don't own this territory, we can bypass the focus, which will speed things up. So let's release Eritrea as a puppet. Let's release the Somali Sultanate as a puppet. And let's also release Kingdom of Libya, because there's like really nothing here, no manpower factories. So let's let them use the generic focus tree to get some. And now we're able to bypass the Ethiopian war logistics focus and start working on industrial effort, which will be useful for the extra research slot. And Ethiopia surrenders. I'm going to puppet Ethiopia. We don't need their 2 factories, but we can use their manpower when they're a puppet. Not that they have a lot of manpower right now, but they are now fascists, so they'll have to go down this focus tree, and with militarism and military youth, they will have a significant amount. And now it is time to go home. Also switch field marshals. Giovanni, you're our new leader. Let's also make sure to detach all the mountaineers, because we want to keep them, and switch all the rest into just infantry units, so that we can manage a single template, and go up to 2 full armies. Now modify the template a little bit, we'll add support artillery, and make it a 20 width unit, with just infantry. I'll probably go to a 7-2 later, but later. And we can abandon the naval treaties. We don't care about the naval treaties at all. So how's our production? Manageable. It's going to be almost a year until the war goals are ready, so we should be able to prepare the necessary equipment. Industrial effort 2. We'll do Triumph in Africa soon, but I want the extra research slot, and we're very close to that. Do we want to exercise our units? Not necessarily, no. And we can go to free trade. That means we'll have to purchase some steel. Not a lot, we just need to make sure our non-dockyards have enough steel, because we don't care about the dockyards, but the production and research boosts are well worth it. And finally, the next research slot. Japan abandons the naval treaties, we don't care. Vanished the war. 2 full armies ready to invade Austria. Extra research slot complete. Let's get to recon companies. Next focus, Triumph in Africa. War economy. And we're going to befriend Yugoslavia now. Why are we going to befriend Yugoslavia? Well, not why you think. We're not going to create an alliance with them, at least not immediately. Actually, I found a weird behavior in the game in my test run. I'm not sure if that will repeat itself. If Yugoslavia becomes fascist, the Germans will attack Yugoslavia, in which case we can invite them to our new faction and be in a defensive war against Germany, which is very strange, but should work out. unless it was a one-time glitch thingy. One of our war goals is ready, and we do have enough equipment for everyone. Great. And the second war goal is also ready. Now let's befriend Bulgaria and declare both wars at the exact same moment without unpausing the game. This way nobody should interfere. Well, apart from Romania, but we can handle Romania. Oh, also I forgot about the plains, of course I did. All of you to the Alpine region. And be aggressive because Austria cannot resist you. Go! Romania has been called in, and the Germans are offering volunteers, and Yugoslavia wants non-aggression pacts. Sure. Now, Austria is going to be no problem at all. They don't have the forces necessary to oppose me. Things could get a bit more difficult when we encounter Czechoslovakia. So when we're just about to defeat Austria, I'm going to try and rush into Czechoslovakia a little bit. Like, let's take all of these guys and try to rush Prague. Austria is taken care of. We're going to need to annex them completely. Try to rush into Czechoslovakia's territory very quickly. Also form new attack orders. Because if they are allowed to fortify themselves, things will get slightly difficult. We'll have to resort to things like setting up traps for their soldiers and so on. So let's try and get in quickly. Can we do that? Oh, of course, let's not forget the plains. Ah, we're getting through. Good. Hopefully this will be enough to defeat them quickly. The problem with Czechoslovakia is they're very good at defending stuff, so if they are allowed to set up a defensive perimeter, we are kinda in trouble. Hindenburg incident. Oh, cool. Remember, we are also at war with Romania, because Romania guaranteed Czechoslovakia. We're doing Italy first. In a moment. For now, let's do Albanian occupation. Now, this will take some time because they actually have some troops, but we will be victorious. Make my generals infantry experts. And let's hire an infantry specialist. He's not very good, but hey, every little bit helps. That's almost it for Czechoslovakia. Perfect. We need to annex them as well, because otherwise they might just decide to give stuff to Germany. Now, Romania. Actually, the best way to deal with Romania is to trap their troops. So what we're gonna do is set up a trap over here. One of the armies will just wait for them here, while the other creates a bubble for them to be encased in. Something like that. And of course we do have German volunteers, which will actually be trouble, because we want Romania to get into our territory. So can I send your volunteers back? I don't think there's an option. Nope, but they would give me docking rights. Why the hell not? Stuff is happening in China, but in this game we're not going to invade China and steal their manpower. I know, surprising. So the Romanians should be able to easily defeat the Germans. Albania yields to us, great. Albania is now ours, and we can do Italy first, which creates our own faction. Oh, and Ethiopia is sending us troops. We might use them later. See, the Romanians are pushing the Germans out, good. We want the Romanians to put their troops in here, and then we can close the trap and kill them. This German unit is actually causing trouble. A German unit. Leave. What if I give them a little bit more space? Now we need to be patient. The more Romanian troops we get here, the better. And we can choose whether to befriend Greece or Turkey. Now, Turkey is more powerful, but Greece is a very good ally because they have quite an aggressive AI. So I'm actually going to befriend Greece. Romanian troops spilling in here. That is perfect. We need them stretched as thin as possible. Seems like they don't intend to go any further. So let's try and close the trap. You guys are going to attack just here to cut them off. And you are going to cover the entire border. Cooperating like this, we should be able to destroy them. See, if we cut them off from supply in here, all these troops are as good as dead. And there we go. You guys keep them in here, but you don't actually need to attack, while the other army takes over Romania. I am torn about Romania because they offer quite a lot of factories, but they also have quite a good aggressive AI. So it could be beneficial to us to just have Romania as a puppet. And I think that is what I'm going to do. Italy seeks support from Greece. Let's be friends with Greece. I could get military access and everything from them, but once this war is over, I will actually be able to invite them to my faction. Now, if we finish the war quickly, I'll be able to send some volunteers to nationalist Spain, which will open up the possibility of an alliance between us. They should surrender when we get Bucharest. I am going to puppet them, and also satellite Moldova. This way, I think they might become impervious to the Soviet attack. That should do it. Because, you know, there's the event where the Soviets try to take that from Romania. I'm not sure if having Bessarabia as a separate entity will stop that, but I want to try it. So, Yugoslavia, not you. Greece, yes please. Hungary, of course. Oh, Bulgaria is already automatically in my faction. I did not realize that. Alright. So now we have Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, Bessarabia in our faction. Not Turkey, unfortunately. Maybe in time. And we can invite Yugoslavia. But I think we'll be better off if we do not invite Yugoslavia in. Why? Well, because I've seen a weird behavior from Germany. I want to see if it repeats itself. Now, let's outfit our guys properly. Field hospitals and everything. Switch to the classic 7-2 template. And train a lot more of them. Also, we need to go to extensive conscription, more artillery, and more support equipment. And get ready to fight the Germans. Now we wait a little bit. Oh right, I forgot, I also need motorized. We could still befriend Romania even though we own Romania. Now let's send some volunteers to Spain. Spain doesn't need those volunteers, but we can use that to get a focus. We have supported nationalist Spain. Now this can lead to an alliance, just not yet. I'm just waiting for them to flip to fascist. I could invite them to my faction now. I just want to see if Germany actually attacks them. See, we have stopped them from taking Austria and Czechoslovakia, so we have significantly weakened Germany, to the point where they might be unable to defeat the Allies. Radikalna Yugoslavia joined Axis, because they have flipped to fascist and automatically joined Axis. Now, we can't snag them for our faction anymore, but I've seen this once before, and what happened is Germany attacked them. Yugoslavian Confederation declared war on Radikalna Yugoslavia. That is a different thing than I thought would happen. Let's see who joins who. This is weird. Some weird stuff is happening in Yugoslavia. You know what? Countries cannot intervene in civil wars unless the world tension is 50% or more. So I'm going to boost the world tension a little bit to see what happens. Just for a moment. Justify on Puerto Rico. I wonder if Germany will join this fight or not. Alright, I think we've pretty much done everything we want to do from this focus tree, at least for a while. Oh, also, I almost forgot, I want some forts on the German border. Right, I'm going to cancel the war goal on the United States, we don't need that. Although I am going to start one on Finland, I think, just to get them guaranteed for the moment when the Soviets attack. You know what, I'm going to send some volunteers to Yugoslavia. We want this war to be over so that we can see, what they do afterwards. So what we kind of want to happen is for Croatia to spawn. Anglo-Polish alliance. Cool. That is perfect. We want Poland to survive, of course, because I'm Polish. Germany is leaving my borders and is trying to establish an alliance with me. But that's not gonna work. I already have my own alliance. I guess I could use another army just to secure Yugoslavia. Okay, looks like I will have to actually justify a war goal on Germany. See, I was hoping to see this weird thing I saw before, where Croatia spawned, and immediately Germany attacked Yugoslavia, even though Yugoslavia had joined the Axis earlier. And then I could get Yugoslavia into my faction in a defensive war, and be in a defensive war against Germany, which would be quite beneficial. Oh no, I do not want a non-aggression pact with you, Germany. No, I want to justify a war goal on you. Republican Spain still holding on somehow. We have been angered by German posturing. Oh, it would give me military access, even though I'm justifying a war goal on them. See, now with military access to Germany, I could just declare war on Yugoslavia being their ally and just order 66 them in no time. That would be laughably easy. However, I promised you no order 66, didn't I? Oh, what's going on? Soviet Union is justifying on Bessarabia. My puppet. I was hoping to avoid that, but in that case, we might need to get ready to fight the Soviet Union. Really didn't want to do that. What if I really quickly annex them? Let's do that. Let's give them all our stuff. Oh, but annexing them will cost us 300 political power. Still, I should be able to do that before the Soviet Union finishes its justification. This way, we should be able to avoid a war with the Soviets. And of the Spanish Civil War. I could demand Balearic Islands, but I would rather have them as an ally. Although that can only happen after France is taken care of. So let's see, can we annex them? We have sent them all our stuff, so theoretically we can, yes. I just don't have enough political power. And that will cancel the Soviet justification. And yeah, we'll be safe. And then if the Soviets start justifying on this territory again when I have it, I can just give it back to Romania and just play them around like that. Poland refuses German ultimatum to Germans. Attack. And now I annex Bessarabia. And the Soviet justification is cancelled. Oh, now they're justifying on Poland. Alright. Germany attacked Poland. Now, Germany is severely weakened because of Czechoslovakia and Austria being denied them. Also, I am about to attack Germany, so Germany is not in the best of situations, but still it might be able to annex Poland before I attack them, and that would be very unfortunate. Nah, we won't let that happen. So, lesson learned today, releasing Bessarabia does not help. Let's make sure all of you guys are cautious, and I'm going to activate your orders for the moment when we attack Germany, because Germany must be stretched really thin, covering our border and Poland and their border with France. So this should be relatively easy, especially once they actually declare war on Belgium, Netherlands and Luxembourg. Shaanxi capitulates, not relevant. We have our justification, but it would be perfect if we could time our attack so that the Germans have already attacked Belgium or the Netherlands or Luxembourg. Let's wait a little bit. The war goal is valid for 2 months. We don't have to rush too much. But it seems like they're advancing into Poland and they have no interest in attacking... No, they just attacked Luxembourg. Perfect. Now, if we could get them to attack Netherlands. Perfect. We'll attack Belgium too. Yes. Okay, this is the perfect moment to strike at Germany. And let's call in our entire alliance. Go! And I could theoretically justify a quick war goal on Yugoslavia, but let's wait for Croatia to spawn and see what happens. See, the Germans are exceptionally weak now, because their forces are all around the place, so we don't really have to work hard to get into their territory. Actually, this attack is so easy that I'm going aggressive on it. Seems like Croatia is not going to spawn, so let's quickly justify a war goal on Radikalna Yugoslavia. Also, I'm going to ask all the allies for military access and docking rights. Asked everyone for docking rights. And now again for military access. And we've asked them all for military access. Again, I probably won't be using it, but it's good to have. Something like that. And no, I'm not going to give you military access to my territory, oh no. As you can see, the Germans cannot stand against Italian might. Now this would be much more difficult if I did not time it right. See, because they have to fight Poland, France, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Belgium, me, and all my allies. Justification on Radikalna Yugoslavia is ready. Let's declare war. This counts as a separate war. Make sure to call everyone in. They should be merged now. Pity it did not work out with Yugoslavia. I wanted to show you something cool. Oh, but I've ignored the Germans. Let's have a look at them. Yeah, that looks about right. You might have noticed that if we're fighting the same enemy, in this case Germany, the allies will all give me military access. And Radikalna Yugoslavia capitulates mostly to Hungary, surprisingly. Now, why is that important? Well, because now if we want to, we can do a quick Order 66 on all of the allies. Hey, Turkey, you fascist yet? Not yet. Well, let's check something. I know I can't use stuff like garrison orders with just military access, but can I do it if we are in the same war against a common enemy? Will you try and garrison Britain? Oh, you actually will. That makes things very convenient. I mean, not that I would intend to do anything to them, but let's deploy a lot more units. Make this small so that it deploys quickly. Oh, and that's the end of the war. That was much faster than I anticipated. They only managed to send one army to the United Kingdom. We do have the most war score, though. Should I puppet Germany? They are going to be extremely powerful. If I do this, that will leave Adolf in power, which is unfortunate, but this way the Allies will get nothing. So what do we have? Serbia, Montenegro, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Croatia, and Slovenia. Also, we have Germany as a puppet. So Adolf, you are going to be a good boy from now on. We are Italy, the ruler of all the fascists. Remember, I have military access through all of the allies, so I could just Order 66 them if I wanted to. Get our guys in position against the allies. You already are in such a position. United Mexican States joined the allies and we have bypassed war with the UK. Why did we bypass war with the UK? That's weird. Go to servers by requirement. I remember in Hearts of Iron 2, when you annexed someone, you could get their engineers and stuff like that. Let's deploy all these units, and I would like to switch them to infantry, but apparently I don't have enough manpower or infantry equipment. So let's duplicate this template and make a smaller unit. 4-2 should also be useful. Switch them into the smaller template. Yeah, we're almost there. Get some commanders for you. Now, many of you hate Order 66, so I'm going to limit its use just to, having this one army in Britain, because I really hate naval invasions and we wanted to get rid of Britain. And the rest of these people we will just invade normally. But Taureor, you might ask, you wanted to be Benito, the good guy. Well, there's always a justification. See, we are Italy. We had territory in Africa, but we have decolonized it. We have released them as their own states. I don't see France or the United Kingdom doing that, which I think makes us the good guy, because ultimately we just want to release all these countries. As good a justification as any, isn't it? China, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Soviet Union, United Kingdom, United States. So no, if we act quickly, we'll be able to finish this war before the British Raj becomes a major nation, or before the United States join the Allies. And this army is going to get transferred to Britain once I have captured the ports. Also, I think I have a navy, don't I? Convoy escort on these 3, go do it. Not sure if that'll help, it might. I think that pretty much does it. Let's let our guys get in position, and in the meantime, to the focus, go after France. The focus to go after France is complete. So, let's go after France, and call all my allies in. Because why the hell not? Right? Go. We've called in some people. Oh, right, I made a bit of a mistake. I'm pushing into the Maginot Line, which is utterly stupid. Netherlands have been called in, and Britain. See, I only put some of my troops in Britain. Don't want to do naval invasions. Don't like that very much. Now, my troops might get intercepted, but even this one army that we have here should be enough to defeat the British, because they're not very good at securing their own territory. In the meantime, moving into France, moving into the Benelux. Mexico has been called in, but Mexico is not a major player. Only UK and France need to be defeated, and if Poland stays out of it, good. We don't want to hurt Poland, we love Poland. How's the invasion of the UK? We have landed successfully. Great. Fall of London. That was quick. And it usually is. Ajuran Empire. What? Must be one of the small things we've released here. That's fine. Soviet Union declared war on Poland. Oh, we might need to share our spoils with the Soviets, which is unfortunate. Italian East Africa has capitulated. See, but we don't really care. Hey, Soviet Union, give me docking rights and military access. Trotsky survives assassination attempt. Not my problem. That's Joseph's problem. The French seem to be resisting. I suppose I should send another army here to secure the ports. Luxembourg capitulates. Hey! Well, we will have quite a lot of forces freed up from Poland once they're taken care of by the Soviet Union, which makes me sad. And soon France will be taken care of. Oh, wait a minute. Ribbentrop-Molotov is in effect, so I think Germany will get half of their stuff. Oh, and France is almost done for, so let's attack from the Maginot Line as well. Netherlands capitulate. And Poland has actually joined. Well, I did not expect that, but okay. Oh, right, I had military access, so some of my troops are inside Poland. Can you guys get these victory points for me? Probably not. Oh, the Brits are regaining territory. I might need to be aggressive again. Let's be aggressive again. Poland capitulates. Japan proposes tripartite pact. No. I have no interest in fighting the United States for Japan. And since Poland is taken care of, more troops can go into France and Britain. France capitulates to me. Let's form an alliance with Spain, and once we take care of the Brits, this war should be over. Come on, let's take care of these Glaswegians. Let's clean up the last bits of France. And the Brits have landed, which is unfortunate, but I am garrisoning the ports, so they can't do much. Belgium capitulates. Let's spam some more troops into the United Kingdom. How far are they from capitulating anyway? Oh, very close actually. If I had a nuke, I could destroy them now. If I could get to Glasgow. German interest in Scandinavia, really? Nationalist Spain has joined. Also, I forgot, I have some planes. Let's take them to the UK. We're almost in Glasgow. And Glasgow's ours, which means the end of the war. Thank you very much, the Allies are done for. So, what should we do first? Now, it would be nice to take Canada, because from Canada you can invade the United States if you need to. Unfortunately, Canada is not in this peace deal. Although I could satellite the Raj. Well, we definitely need to take this bit so that we can invade them if necessary. Let's puppet France and the United Kingdom. And can I also puppet Poland? I cannot puppet Poland in this round. Okay, let's end the turn. Soviet Union will take half of Poland. Unfortunate. Oh, and they also puppet Poland. Oh well. And pass. Let's satellite the Raj and Malaya and all the other small countries that we can satellite, because we did talk about decolonization, didn't we? That sounds about right. Satellite. quite a lot of countries from the British. Puppet Belgium. Puppet Luxembourg. Let's not forget Luxembourg. Puppet Netherlands. Well, I've satellite the British Raj, but I guess I could have liberated some countries from it as well. And that is it for this peace conference. Thank you very much. Italian Raj. Lots of decolonized small countries in Africa, which we will make use of course. Britain's ours, and so is Wales, and Northern Ireland, and Scotland. And a bit right above Canada if we ever need to fight them. Also, the Allies are still a thing, apparently, but we're not at war with them anymore. And Soviet Union got most of Poland, we got everything else. So let's have a look. All the green stuff is mine. Well, no, not all of it. The light green stuff is Allies for some reason. The dark green stuff is mine. Or allied to me. So we have Britain, France, Germany, the Benelux, the entire Balkans, Czechoslovakia, Austria, Spain, and yeah, almost the entire continent of Africa and India. Not Mexico or Canada or the United States, but we do have a bit of territory, and that's all we need to invade Canada if we so choose. But it was supposed to be a Russia strategy, right? As for the Soviet Union, they might be big and scary, but we're bigger and scarier, especially with France, Britain, Germany, Spain, all of the Balkans, and so on our side. So I would call that the Italian rush. You take out Germany first, and then proceed to kill the Allies. It's important that we did that before India or Canada were considered great powers, or before the United States joined, because if they did, it would all take much more time. This way it's January 1941, and we own half the world. Of course, we could have done that faster, easier, with all the 66 and so on. I think this is pretty straightforward, and most of you should be able to replicate this, if you so choose. Now, if we wanted to squash the Soviet Union or North America, we could easily do so, but we don't really need that, do we? We're happy with Europe and Africa. For now, unless they attack, of course. Then they're dead, but we are going to end this video here. That is about it for today. Oh, and also, I think I'll still release that Luxembourg 1939 thing, because I already have it all planned out. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.